Hello friends around the world. My name is KAZU. I welcome you all to come and visit my page. And I hope you enjoy all my posts, pictures, and video clips. I want to use this wonderful opportunity to say thank you all who have been leaving your wonderful comments, messages, and gifts. And I hope I will hear from you again. I also want to say thank you for choosing to view this video clip.
My name is Philip Grant, and I'm the Executive Coordinator of the Institute of Reverential Ecology. And the work of the Institute is my vision of the future. That vision is to combine spiritual awakening with social consciousness and environmental action. We think that it's only through linking these three parts of human experience that any real fundamental change can occur in the world. A lot of people involve themselves in social action without changing themselves. A lot of people change themselves, get involved in social action, but pay no attention to the natural world. We think that you have to attack all three areas at the same time and transform them together. And that's what I consider to be the great work ahead of us that the planet is now confronting. And groups from all over the world are engaged in this kind of activity. So I'm trying to support that with my institution.
I'm Dennis Rivers, and I'm the director of the Institute for Cooperative Communication Skills in Santa Barbara. And I believe what gives me hope is that we can open our hearts. I would love to see a much, much more cooperative world, and therefore I have made all the books that I have written about cooperative communication available on the web for free. But I would also like to say that I feel that joy and sorrow enter through the same open heart. So as we open our hearts to joy and hope, we also need to open our hearts to the sorrow and the anguish of the world around us, that a world on which we're inflicting such painful damage. You know, I share with you my beloved brother KAZU, my interviewer behind the camera, both my hope for a world in which people can hold hands and break bread together, and also my sorrow at a world in which people are killing each other, and for nothing, for no really good reason. So I think we have to go much further than we have ever gone before in learning how to cooperate, how to express ourselves, how to negotiate. And I offer my work to the world as one small contribution toward that journey, the journey toward a more cooperative world in which we listen to each other much more deeply and share much more of what's going on in each of our hearts.
Hi, my name's Dave Irvine-Halliday. I'm the founder of the Light Up the World Foundation, and we're an 8-year-old organization out of Calgary, Canada. My hope and vision for the future of Light Up the World is that together with our partners in all of the countries in the developing world, that within the next decade or so, that the vast majority of the 2 billion people in this world who basically live in the darkness once the sun goes down, that these people will be able to afford to buy our solid-state lighting systems. And the link with literacy and gender equality is so strong. That's one of our main motivating forces that keeps us going. I suppose my message to children, the children of tomorrow, would be to hopefully recognize that they are in fact the future of the world, each succeeding generation of children, and that to try and appreciate the the spiritual side of life, and to respect and love nature. And by that I mean every single little part of nature, like every tiny little bug to a beautiful bird, and of course humanity as well. And to realize that there's no question we're all equal. It doesn't matter how tall you are, what colour you are, what religion you are, what gender you are. We are all equal. And to make sure that they don't consider that material gains are the way to a successful life. That you need a certain amount of material sort of gains and to live your life, but most of the satisfaction of a human being is up here. It's in your head. It's spiritual, and to remember that the greatest gift of all really is family. And that's not just your own family, but it's the family of humanity, and human communication, above all else. If we can communicate properly and treat each other with respect and as equals, then there's no question that the human animal, can deserve to inhabit the world. But the way we're going at the moment, we're really going to have to smarten up, and I think the future of the world really lies with our children, and I pray that they're going to have more sense than some of us have had.
My name is Shuji Nakamura, professor of University of California, Santa Barbara. My dream is science has to contribute for peace of the world, because without science, I think there would be a world war in the near future. Because if there are no science, there are a lot of poverty people due to the lack of enough food. So I think science has to contribute to the world of peace near future.
My name is Dr. Osei Darkwa. I'm the president of the Ghana Telecom Ecology in Ghana, and I'm here today because we're trying to form some partnerships and relationships with a number of universities in the United States so that they could collaborate with us in setting up a new telecommunication and information technology university.
And what is your hope and vision for the future?
The hope is that we are able to form partnerships to be able to move instruction from the U.S. to Ghana. We're able to attract people who are interested in working on community-based projects in Ghana through service learning projects, and also be able to solarize rural homes by providing solar energy to those who have no access to any form of power.
My name is Robert Jay Lifton, and I'm now a lecturer in psychiatry at Harvard Medical School, and I've been deeply concerned about psychology and history. And in terms of your question of my hope for the future, the kind of world I'd like to see, I think hope lies in all of us working for peace and combating nuclearism and war, including the Iraq War. And the kind of world I'd like to see is one that can be simply described as human security. That's a term used by Kofi Annan in the United Nations, and it really means secure in terms of one's life, but also in terms of one's economic and social existence. That's the kind of world we should all work for.